Hello. It's Monday. I'm here. And I'm feeling pretty good. So, true to my word, I, over the weekend, full disclosure, played a bit of Control just to kind of wrap up some of the side quest, like hunt down the bad guy and shoot a bunch of things, and I did a bunch of bureau alerts and collected materials, and I successfully upgraded all of the service weapon forms. I also discovered a few places that missed the first time around. I'm looking for my document on all my monitors. I have a document of all of the papers that I found. So, excuse me, choking on coffee. So we can actually go back through the list and what, this is new. Oh, went back and found, this will be the threshold log from the mushroom place, right?
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
And there we go. That's it. So, can I find a map? I'll at least kind of highlight where I went. I went to containment first, because it turns out that the materials that I needed, were in fact things that I needed from containment. So, I went and explored the Sterling AWE. That door was open, so I went inside, and that was the Kill Tomasi quest, which was the head of communications, a little quest that we got from Emily at the end of the game. So, I mean, there was like literally no lore related to that. They were just like, hey, you had to do what you had to do. And Jesse was all like, boy, you guys sure seemed attached. And Emily was like, you gotta in a place like this. And that was that. So killed Tomasi. I also went and dug up the archives up here over in the Panopticon. It was on the second floor. It took me way longer than I would care to admit to find it, but I eventually found it, and I did not use a walkthrough. But in the, let's see here. Right, put the glasses on. All right. I did collect a bunch of collectibles, but I didn't really read them, so I'm going to read them now. Just because. All right, case files, altered world events, Sterling summary. So a paranatural object appeared in a field outside of the town of Sterling, Colorado, near a billboard advertising blank. No civilians were injured, though a family dog has been reported missing since the event. This seems oddly specific. Is this a reference to something? Local authorities arrived on the scene and began issuing orders over a monitored line of communication, including several watchwords flagged by the Bureau, including blank. Bureau agents from the regional office were dispatched and arrived 2 hours after local police. The situation was contained. Analysis began. Bureau research staff arrived the next day, examined the object after blank days of evaluation. The object was lifted into an undisclosed truck with built-in BlackRock panels and relocated to the Bureau. Sterling supplement. Local witnesses report a bright flash in the field at approximately blank. No noise accompanied the light. Authorities had assumed the object fell from the sky, but our examination found the object actually manifested there, vaporizing the soil around it in an intense spherical blank, which possibly explains the light seen from the town. The object is a hollow sphere of a stone-like material. Structure analysis of the material does not blank On record, the sphere has a broken portion as if something blank from the object. Something came out of the object? Burst from the... I don't know. The communications department officially stated to the press that the object was a small meteor, while also using the America Overnight program to blank. Speaking of America Overnight, it's not episode 92, but it is related. I also found 356.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in our 29th year, lifting the veil between fiction and reality. Thank you for staying up with us. I've been getting a lot of calls about this meteor in Sterling, Colorado. There are reports of a large spherical container that crash-landed in a field outside town. Some government people reportedly took it away. Now, we happen to broadcast from Colorado, and Sterling isn't far. I drove down myself to check it out with members of the America Overnight team. I don't need to tell you, it wasn't long before we found pieces of metal debris scattered in a field. Listeners, this is yet another instance of an unidentified flying object, or UFO, entering our airspace and crashing. That the government took away the evidence under cover of darkness only compounds the fact that these are more than likely visitors from beyond our planet, or dare I say, solar system. Head on over to our website to see pictures of the spacecraft pieces we uncovered. And while you're doing that, our sponsors would like your ear. America Overnight will be right back.
Advertising. Or dare I say they are from another plane of reality? Alright, so the next set of things... Whoops. I was just there, wasn't I? The next set of things came from the Panopticon. I actually found a secret area. It even like came up in the corner like, you found a hidden area. Case files, altered items. Guess what? Found this. Typewritten page. A standard letter-sized typewritten page with minor water damage. The page is full of text, but apart from the top 7 lines, all the rest has been violently scratched out. Only a few individual words and phrases can be made out. The page emits a dim glow in the dark. When the text is read, there is a feeling of dislocation as of witnessing the page being written as you read it, and as if reality around you is being blank to match the words on the page. This feeling is made stronger if the text is blank. Forensic and linguistic analysis confirm that the text has been written by Alan Wake, with the same typewriter as the earlier materials discovered in Bright Falls in 2010. So found a paper about a paper. And also, they had a typewriter paper inside one of those meshed, reinforced glass rooms in the Panopticon. Had a typewriter paper, and right next to it was one of the Alan Wake coffee thermoses, which was pretty funny. So thermos, the water thermos, or the coffee thermos, and the papers are all altered items. Let's see. What else did I find over the weekend? There's a section called Archives. Was that research and records? Reports, research, astral research, correspondence, official, non-official, dead letters. Oh, Book Club Philip. I found this. They have, they have the FBC Book Club. Unless you hooked me right away, it began with visceral dismemberment scenes and this great unsettling vibe created by the unexplained creature they named The Fix. Delicious. As an avid horror fan, I love how the story veered from the genre conventions into something a little more, for lack of a better word, weird. Everything felt familiar, but just a little off. The characters even comment on it, saying how their lives felt out of control as if they were programmed to perform the same empty actions over and over. Very meta. I love the way they left the ending wide open. What happened to the guy ordered to watch those monitors for the rest of his life? Did the fix get him? Is he dead? Did he end up in a parallel reality with the others? We don't know, and that's okay. Okay-ish. Points deducted for some of the clunky dialogue. Dead letters. There was a Panopticon report. Panopticon Methods proposal. In this proposal, I'd like to explore the matter of containment policy. When an altered item enters the oldest house, we thoroughly investigate any possible combination of actions or words or material that will prevent the item from applying its altered effect. However, I work with these entities every day, and I have good reason to believe that a less convoluted form of containment is possible. The items crave blank. Attention. If we initiate a series of blank, praising the items or perhaps incorporating their images into pieces of blank that could be visited throughout the Bureau, I believe the altered items would behave without needing to resort to blank or blank, which only lead to the items feeling mistreated. If we treat them like criminals, we can't be surprised when they try to escape. Okay, sounds like it's that guy who just watches the screens, thinking that they are alive. And who is to say? We have altered... this one. Altered item behavior changes. Recently, there have been some alarming changes in behavior and altered effect in two altered items. The blank and the blank have become much more aggressive with entirely new effects, manifesting for no discernible reason. The items have been investigated for updated containment procedures to counter these new effects, with one successfully discovered to be contained by constant visual contact. But this development is worrying. The refrigerator, right? What if all the altered items undergo this behavioral change? Handling these altered items has also resulted in numerous Panopticon staff being blank. I would say they've gone to the astral plane, but these aren't objects of power. Being what? Disappeared? Not one of them has come back. This, plus the uptick in astronauts not returning from their dives, has me wondering what the heck is going on. Well, we know what was going on. There was a hiss invasion. Case files, altered items. This is when I found the pump station in maintenance. So like one little teeny tiny area that was unexplored. I finally found the door. It was like wide open right there on the wall. It was a door. It wasn't hidden at all. I was just an idiot. And for what, 40 hours? Just walked past it? Anyway, water cooler procedures. No unique procedures required. If the item's form is different than any previously reported, then make a note describing the new form. It's a shapeshifter. Simulacrum? However you pronounce that, I don't know. I've never heard it said out loud. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: a ring of keys, a lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, and spoon. They're obligatory. There is no spoon reference. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. The item was initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether the agent brought it inside or it resided here prior to our arrival is unknown. Let's see. I also discovered hammer procedures in Central Research. Hammer procedure. Oh, there we go. Have we seen a hammer before? I don't remember a hammer. Archival mandates 8.A. This document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. No method for suppressing this item's thaumaturgical effect is yet known. The item is a wooden mallet from a high striker carnival game. A long wooden handle extends from its head. As such, the item infects any organic material with an unknown disease. The effect of this disease is similar to leprosy, but develop at a much faster rate. Within a matter of days, tissue loss develops in limbs closest to the point of infection. While the disease itself has not claimed any lives, secondary infection has resulted in numerous deaths. So it's killing people. I found some correspondence. Official was Darling Underhill disagreement. Dr. Darling, I feel I must inform you of the very questionable documentation I am seeing from Underhill's desk. She clearly has no concept of what the mold is. She claims there are microorganisms responsible for reconstructing the mold. Ridiculous. It's a rapidly growing fungus not dissimilar to kudzu. She's fabricating complexity to justify her absurd budget demands. Speaking of which, I find it interesting that an old friend of yours gets her budget approved with no questions asked. I wonder if the Operations Oversight Committee would be interested to learn of that. So, that is that. Those are all the papers that I found over the weekend. And I have also found 2 multimedia reels. One of them is Dr. Darling talking about altered items, which we've already seen. And another one is our favorite TV show, Threshold Kids.
The exact process of how an altered item is born eludes us. We find them in the aftermath of altered world events. They take the form of everyday objects, ever present in our lives, constantly evoked in the thoughts of millions of people, now infused with unpredictable energies. They're altered. The superstitious would call them cursed. Now, are altered items sentient? Not quite. They're often fixated, programmed almost to cause certain events to happen over and over again. While generally less potent than objects of power, they are not able to be controlled. Left unchecked, they can be highly dangerous. To study altered items, we contain them in Panopticon.
There's a how to contain a little apocalypse with a giant smiley next to it. And Threshold Kids! Yay! I had to watch this, so I'm going to spread the love. Yeah, Dr. Darling gets a bad rap, but he seems like a pretty okay dude to me.
TV! Let's watch Donkeys in Space! It's not safe. But Star Captain here! Can I poke it with a stick? Okay. Bureau Rule number 74. always be suspicious of things that weren't there before. What?
Remember, this show was made for Dylan. And they wonder why Dylan grew up so messed up.
Looks safe to me. Dockers in space! Wait! It's not even plugged in!
The end. Don't go touching TVs, kids, especially with sticks that weren't there before. Okay. I also finished up a couple of side quests, mostly like cleaning Audie's janitor stuff. I have upgraded all the weapons now, so I think we're as good to go as we're going to get. You know what? So, we're going to go, like, do the main quest here shortly. But I did figure out, you know, when it, like, tells you, like, you need to go find the Japanese paper lantern, the traffic light, and the moving letters. And you're like, fantastic. Where are they? Where do we go? Well, I didn't notice right away, but it actually just tells you. If you track it, it actually just tells you. Like, the Japanese paper lantern is in containment in the sealed threshold hall. The traffic light is containment in the panopticon. The moving letters are in executive, the dead letters. So it literally tells you where to go. So it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, because I was just blind. Now, getting there is another question entirely, because the map is big and confusing. But, okay. We are going to resume the main quest, which is to repair the nail. And for anybody who did not watch the previous episode, the board gave us the ability to grow crystals, and then our good friend, the Former, which is the monster that was in the refrigerator, he grabbed us and gave us the power to destroy crystals, and the board was very upset, but the Former was actually quite nice, so, Jesse was like, sure, I'll take it. So we took it. And here we are. Now we can blow up crystals.
Listening to weird entity A or B, or neither. Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch.
When given a choice, always choose neither. Hello. Well.
In the astral plane. This bleed is just getting worse and worse.
Excuse me while I get my my treasure that I wanted. Yes, it's to astral collision. Unmapped area. It's fine. Bits and pieces of realities blended together.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Where everything? What? There's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Were dogs, were cats, were otters, were butterflies, were everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before. I thought you would know. Sincerely, John. Dear Science. And somehow that letter ended up in the FBC. They do get some weird mail. Now, that is a gold companion cube. Oh. Okay. I put the thing in the thing. Oh. We've got puzzles, y'all. I'm curious. Okay, our bullets can't go that far. Or can they? Oh, it regrew.
Kiss in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
Oh, that's great. But I've upgraded my powers, so should be a little bit easier, at least. Personnel protection. Um... Boom. The heck are these? Oh, they are destructible to some extent. Maneki Neko? Nico? Neko? The ceramic beckoning cat figurine common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is a list of the items observed altered effects. Non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement, waving its arms. That's an altered effect? It's not supposed to wave its arm? Because they have always waved their arms. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances is unknown. How the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was discovered sitting on the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items had been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform blank tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. We found that random cat statue just like sitting and waving at one of the firewall. What do they call that? It's not firewall. Fire break. Those big giant bridges over the void in those big giant doors. Bonk. That's where I came from. Let me just go check out this. Whoa. Is that a bathroom? Okay. I'm moderately worried that we have another golden cube. I exploded it. It's not reappearing. Uh-oh. Okay. Hidden location. A bathroom. I broke the gold box. Boom. Ooh. Oh. There's Polaris sparkles. Is this a trap?
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
Good to know. What is this? Astral collision. Like, not even on the map. Well, we got ourselves a waypoint. We have 1 block. And 2 receptacles. Oh. Hello, board. Creepy black pyramid just chilling. Aw, man. Oh, it's hiss versus astral projection people. Ow! Jeesh. Well, yeah, the sides. Who knows what side we're on? The former gave us powers, and he seemed nice. After we, like, shot out his eyeball in the refrigerator. Okay. You know, it's a weird kind of game when it's perfectly reasonable to say, oh, we met the guy whose eyeball we shot out in the refrigerator. And that is a legitimate claim. Ow. I'm gonna die. Gonna die. Did not die. He helped us and then...
Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really...
I think that is one that we already heard and I misclicked. Yeah, that's the Windows. Go in. Oh. We had some crystal interference. Ow. Woo. All good on this side? I think so, yes. Boom. I don't know what's going on. I'm just shooting the things. Just shooting the things. Oh. Polaris sparkles. Hello. What's this one called? Astral Platform PW. Righto then. Why does this seem like a battle zone? Because it is. Ow. Up. Ow. Okay. Another control point. What's this one called? Astral Tower PW. Yeah, the guys with the axes, they time warp. Makes it a pain in the butt. Oh no! Actually, it's probably not too hard to, like, teleport all the way over here if we want to. Just slowly float. Boop. Now we go this side. Up, up, up. Whoops. So the, neither of them are particularly friendly. If they're not shooting each other, they're shooting at me. Ah! Oh, am I having to do, like, both sides? And oh, gosh. There was a little bit of lag that spooked me. She, like, fell off before she jumped. Alright, looks like we have to climb both towers. Don't fight me. Ow! Awesome. I got rocked. Rocked in the face. There we go. Oh, good. They respawned. Get. Oh. Ah! Running, running. Reloading. Woo! Excuse me? He exploded. Ah, there's crystals. Is there anything down here other than death? Nope, just death. Not much to say. Reps. Do you mind? Ah. Friendly sparkles. Excuse me. Astral Mimic. Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess para-utilitarian abilities. Most notable ability witnessed is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, the objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist, or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure, with no trial in the astral plane required. Prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss. Oh good. Or even the director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. Ooh, a paper. Green. I don't know if you can see this because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pin in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's throwing me and it's all green. Oh, it's the wrong me. Look out for the color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Don't let it get close. Don't let it in. But if you do no matter what, you do not speak to it. Please, I need you safe. Peggy? I don't want you to end up here too. I don't know where I've gone. I feel like we're going to see something green before the end of this. He's totally fine. It's just a normal day in the life of that guy. Just like it's totally normal climbing black and gold You know what? You're mine. I need health. Thank you, health. Who's there? Oh, you. The heck? I think the fight's over. Weapon mods. Clear all these out so I can harvest some more. Are there any that are determined by energy gained from headshots? Sparkles! Ooh. I heard some screeching. What? No! Well, Jesse. We're, it's, we'll go back up to the top there, right? There we go. Everything's fine.
As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors.
I'm ignoring that guy because I'm just going to listen to him in a second on the radio. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it right now.
Brian Hennerman.
No!
Entry
There.
day plus 86. There's been a change. Hercules and Mabel, it numbers 3 and 11, attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel. She was always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets. Did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. But now I realize I've grown fond
That's a
of it.
lie. This guy has been, like,
There's
grumpy the
something
whole
deep in the
time.
stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I'll refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is. An impotent storm. Father Shade in a cheap suit.
Okay.
Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited.
Are we good to go? There is in fact something up there. Well, what do you know? A VHS tape. And it's gone. Hello? Oh no. Oh no, these are Threshold Kids tapes. Oh no! Ugh. Rejected episode. Okay. So, yeah, did that look to you like that kid touched the pyramid and turned green, and then everybody went absolutely bonkers? I'm sure it's nothing. Just a coincidence. Remember, we totally didn't just read about that guy going crazy about green. Oh, there's that door we need to touch. Yep. Whoop. Ow. Who shot me? And okay. That's always like the best thing ever. They have the best aim of all time. Can I leave the platform? Slowly. I can. Woo! Jump, Jesse, jump! Good. I'm running. Don't do anything too exciting. Wow. This game seems to have like stretches of like just weird and bizarre, and then everything kicks off, and then it's quiet again. Reload. Woo! Okay. No! And we're running! And we're running! Up, 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 up. Ooh, we could take one over. That'll help a lot, actually. Someone's floating, and I don't see him. Where's... Oh, there he is. Done? Done. Ah.
There's the etching.
Do. All right, what do we have? Seize, speed, health. Okay, we have a health already. So I'll keep that one. Seize, speed. I'll keep one of each and none of the conditionals. Energy cost. Okay. Ammo recovery after taking launch damage. That's exclusive to Pierce. Ah, okay. Any secrets down here? No. I figure the one pit I don't look into will probably have a secret, so... What do you show me, door? Our recent confrontation yelling was an error. We determined you may use both tools upgrades. Only because you are the favorite current director. But do not listen, speak to former. You are welcome, grateful. Oh. I thought that was a former there for a second. Nope, it's just the key. I mean, thanks for letting us use it. Because it looks like we have to. Oh, well, we are nearly whole fixed. Your trust synergy is appreciated.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden. I'm overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do, but I've got my intuition. And you.
Aw. Polaris Sparkle. Alright, well, we got a key. Polaris will sort things out for us. We don't have to think, and she'll do the thing for us. This is starting to look a little teeny tiny bit like Sauron's tower. Just saying. You have anything new for us?
The nail is almost repaired. You really do have a knack for this kind of work.
Did we didn't.
Any progress with the nail?
Of course. I've been busy with surface analysis. Its composition is remarkably similar to that of material found in the astral plane, but it alters itself between my observations. It's almost as if it doesn't like being examined.
So the nail is from the astral plane?
Not necessarily. See, if we assume that, we're suddenly facing a lot of new questions. How did something so large get out of the astral plane? How did it get inside the oldest house? Did a threshold bring it in? Did people? Maybe through the motel.
Maybe it was always here.
Doubtful.
Oh yeah, that's too far.
Have you spent any time looking into the crystals growing around here?
As if I could resist. The biggest question is where it comes from. A threshold? Or is it native to the Foundation? But if so, why doesn't it grow in the rest of the oldest house? The fact that they return to an earlier state when damaged is severely inconsistent with our reality's adherence to linear time. So either they're A, partially conscious, or B, organic elements that are foreign to and yet influenced by our dimension. The jury's still out. Have you learned anything about the crystals?
I have a power that lets me stretch them. Yep. Any idea what Marshall would be doing down here?
That information is on a need-to-know basis, Faden. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But honestly, I never had much interaction with Marshall. She only came to me when she was looking for Darling. But this is Helen Marshall we're talking about, the woman who single-handedly dealt with the Bergen Peak AWE. If she's down here, it's because she needs to be.
Well, clearly she couldn't handle this one on her own.
Oh snap!
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes. Don't be a stranger.
So we have reached the Gamma site. And then we also have find 5 ID cards. Do we want to finish the ID cards before we like, oh my gosh, how many ability points do I have? And what do I want to spend them on? Everything? And I almost never use melee. I do seize quite a lot, actually. Let's do that. Seize large enemies when their health is low? Don't know if seizing an additional enemy is going to help so much as seizing a whole, like a big boy. Because it seems like by the time I seize 2, the one's already dead anyway.
Director.
You got this. Warehouse tunnel. Wait, what'd that say? Releasing launch before it reaches you does a thing? I want to see if I can find the last ID card in case it gives us something like useful before the end. Oh. Oh. Oh!
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
Found a whole new area, just... Oh gosh. 326, 6, 20, 11? No, we're not gonna do... Oh, this is like the, Yeah, this is the secret lab all of a sudden. You know what? We're gonna do it. Oh, paper. Ash. Request denied. Dr. Ash. As Chief Excavation Officer, it is my job to support the research team, so I got you your machine for that ridiculous sand research project. However, it's also my responsibility to ensure the safety of my crew. You know how many trips it took to get an entire bulldozer down here, piece by piece. And do you know how many of my guys we lost in those trips? Here's a hint. Too bleeping many. Which brings me to my point. I'm writing you today because of this request form that just landed on my desk. Apparently, you want a lightweight 1 or 2 man military-grade helicopter for purpose of surveying the vast expanse of columns by air. I bet you didn't even stop to wonder how much time, money, effort, and blood this toy would cost. Well, no, sir, I am sorry, but I will not subject my men to another month of marching through that death trap upstairs. He wanted a helicopter to, like, fly around those infinite pillars in the Mines of Moria.
From the layer of dust on this place, nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this.
I don't think
There's an
Ati...
elevator, which I'm sure is super safe, in a space in each terminal for an ID card. But which card goes where?
Don't touch. We're just going to shove key cards in all the places. And then see what happens. Wouldn't it be great if that just worked? One. Oh, that is also labeled 1. Okay, so activating puzzle mode. These computers are next to one desk. That is the commonality. So, each desk is probably the equipment for the person at that desk. Like this one is probably the map guy or the excavator. Senior cartographer. Lead physicist. Well, this looks like doctor. And we don't have one of those.
A physicist would probably have instruments or something. For physics.
Well, thank you, Jesse. I think they're telling me this is the physicist's desk because he's got the thing that measures stuff and then this thing. Because physicists evidently like the marble. What's that called? Oh. It's like stuck. All right, well, we're saying that's the physicist. This is weapons. So this is going to be security chief. This is maps and stuff. So it's either the cartographer or the excavation.
One of the cards was for an excavation engineer. I wonder which console was theirs.
I think probably this one because he's got a seismograph. And then this will be the senior cartographer drawing the maps and then head research.
It worked. Now I just have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far.
Ooh, yeah! The missed puzzle brain coming in handy for all these lesser puzzles. Ooh. The basement lab. And I'm sure it's perfectly safe down here.
Still, this lab's way tinier than any of Darling's.
Wow, the guy's dead and still gets... Whoops. Just making... Why is the air vent turnable? That wheel on the steam pipe I could turn. Nothing happened, but I turned it.
Why would they need such a heavy door down here?
It's probably an astral spike inside. Nope, there's not. Oh, my gosh. Even worse! Processes designer Gibbs! We're under attack by a Gibbs! Oh, that's a laser? Sniper demon? Show yourself! Minor inconvenience.
This looks like the nail, only mini.
Mini nail. A tiny nail. That wasn't too bad because I have fully upgraded weapons. Let's read this one first. Northmore, final warning to Dr. Theodore Ashe, Jr. As Director of the Federal Bureau of Control and chosen representative liaison benefactor of the greater authority of the board, I demand your immediate withdrawal from the Foundation. Prior memos issued broadly to Foundation staff have called for swift reassignment of all personnel to the upper levels of the House. All staff complied, except for you. This demonstrates a lack of respect for my office and the board itself. This is their house, and we are their guests. We should conduct ourselves accordingly. Normally, such insubordination would be grounds for dismissal, but out of respect for your late father, consider this my final warning. The board and Director Ashe chose me as successor to the office, and no amount of petulance will change that. Indeed, your actions seem to suggest you know better than myself, and by extension, better than the board. Permit me to assure you that is not possible.
A document? Is this in some kind of code? Can't read a word of it. I should take this back to Emily and tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
Climb the nail. I am invincible. This is super weird that I could turn this wheel and nothing happened. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Hilariously, this will all be cleared up by the time I get out, so no problem. Boop. Oh, good. Killed it with spikes. Back to the crossroads? Yes. So they said that this expansion, or this little DLC chapter, is 4 hours long. I've already played it for 3 hours, and I don't know how far along we are. I feel like we keep getting distracted.
Oh, hello, Director.
Zup.
I found Ash's secret lab. Excellent. Please tell me everything. Spare no details.
Well, there was another cave. The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs.
I didn't
The
even
research
notice
seemed
that.
dedicated to studying a kind of smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ashe was a very accomplished engineer.
None. Sorry.
He was building a
I did
thing.
find this handwritten note.
Wow. Ash had terrible handwriting. Never meet your heroes, right? So it looks like a transcribed conversation between Ash and someone named F.
The former.
Ooh. Oh, this is juicy. This'll take me days to parse out. Maybe weeks.
Have you ever thought about taking a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is my vacation, Jesse.
I mean, can't argue with that. But we only know one thing that starts with F. We've been dealing with him lately. He has one eye!
The walls down here. I'm trying to work out possible origins.
Do I look like an expert in cave paintings?
Darling always spoke very highly of you, Dr. Saba. Would it hurt to try to be more helpful?
Maybe.
Crystals, cave paintings, rust-filled sand. This place is a research gold mine.
Okay. But it told me you had like a thing to say.
I'll see you later, Emily. Good luck. Take notes.
We all saw the red triangle over her head. That meant she has something new to say, and she did not. All right. The Nail, Part 4. Nope. Research site Gamma. You know what? I'm going to walk back because I want to discover those 2 undiscovered places.
Hey, try not to launch me, Director. No, I'm just kidding.
You better be kidding.
Director Faden?
At least somebody has some respect. We did not catch the movie projector. That is on the list. Cave Bleed. It would be nice. Hello? They all teleported off the edge. I'll take that. Well. Might be beneficial to just run back to the control point at this point. The stupid projector is part of the reason why I'm just like, take some time off stream, upgrade all the weapons, upgrade all of the abilities, maybe. There we go. Cave system. There's a platform up there. Wait. When did this get locked? Huh. I thought I unlocked that door at one point. Never mind. Back off. Ooh. They're alive. Just quietly walk by. It woke up. Ow. Complete the ritual. Okay. Ow. Nope. Apparently I can't dodge. I can't see anything. Well, he can see me, evidently. This is going to be a super pain. There he is. Can I get him? Oh, good. Nope, we're dead. There's freaking nowhere to hide. They're like, oh, you should use evade to get, you know, get out of the way of the bad guys. Half the time I hit dodge, I'm already out of energy. So thanks for that, game. You're really helping me out. See? It's like red. Maybe I didn't even need to fight. That would be great.
Hiss got in. Boom. The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Whoops. I get the feeling Marshall isn't the brightest bulb in the box.
The hiss got in. The Foundation is overrun. I was out of time and out of options. I took all the C4 I could get my hands on and strapped it to the nail. Boom. A desperate move. But it's better off in pieces than in enemy hands. Trench wouldn't be thrilled. He always said how vital the nail was. How it was the Bureau's duty to protect it. Bullshit. Those years spent in the director's chair warped his priorities. In the end, he valued order over people, the advice of invisible voices over that of old friends. He lost sight of who he was. The board made sure of that. But I did my duty. The hiss can't corrupt a pile of smoking rubble. My last act as head of operations. I'm done. At least I could take those bastards down with me.
Well, I mean, I didn't know being a friend was criteria for, like, tactical decisions, but okay. Oh, we have a spike. Hi. Uh-oh, we have hiss. Ow. 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 Stupid sniper is gonna kill me again. Or I could just shoot him in the face with a bulldozer. I mean, a forklift. Oops. We finally get a document on our old pal, the Astral Spike. Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike traveled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. Oh, yeah! We heard the recording of that guy. He was being interviewed. He had a headache. And then his head exploded, and everybody freaked out, and the recording ended. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any physical or living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They are even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact they both originate from the astral plane. Spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the parakinesiology department continues to investigate. Personally, I find them easier to deal with than hiss, so there's that. I will unlock this door. I'm going this way, I think. Whoops. fucking control point. Checkpoint. Confidence. I'm a little confused. I'm going to drop down here for better or worse. Yeah, see, I want to go up here. The ritual we're completing is to, like, repair those spheres that are restoring the nail bit by bit. And we're doing it out of the kindness of our hearts. Because the board isn't saying why we need to do it, just that we have to do it. And then the former showed up, and he's like, we couldn't understand him, but he basically got across the point that we need to watch out for the board. Cave system. Cave bridge. There we go. Doing a bit of exploration real quick. Isn't there a tunnel or something over here? No, there isn't. Huh. Oh. The heck? Have I never been in here before?
41 days since entry day, the name of our historic arrival to the oldest house. Morale is long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell. My research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many have suffered nervous fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans. I call them the id. They aren't hostile. In fact, they're polite and quiet, which is more than I can say for my colleagues. Most id are shy, but a few are quite curious. While I sat taking notes, one came to look at my sketches. I offered him my pencil, but that spooked it. What are the id? Residents?
Is he talking
Prisoners?
about those
They
astral
remind me of the golems
thingies?
from Kabbalistic texts, or a type of homunculi. I know I shouldn't, but I gave them names. There's Hercules, Adam, Lilith, Copernicus. Mabel is the bravest. They're a funny bunch.
Oh. We have an origin for Mabel. We already got the document where she dies. Dearest Mr. Talbot, my heartiest congratulations for achieving something that few others have. Consider my curiosity thoroughly yours. For who wouldn't be intrigued when the United States government claims to need an expert spelunker to explore the depths of a cave the likes of which no man has ever seen? Subterranean channel beneath the very heart of New York City is fascinating in and of itself. I have explored every cave system from Kentucky to Kathmandu, but a formation below America's own Big Apple. This is the guy who went insane because he went into the room with the eyeballs. One who has seen the eye. Ah. So, oh. Found the way up? Maybe? No? Yes. This is a big empty room. If I walk on this, is it going to fall in like last time? No. Chasm. Oh. Chairs in the dark. Oh. Huh? Eh? Well, that's not terrifying at all. Type 4L. VHS tape supplement. The item's creation is a source of much research and debate. It was a product of the Bureau's first attempts to film blank Entity A-001 during Operation Shallow Tide. An agent was able to conceal themselves in an area frequented by Audie, at which point they began filming. The agent reported the video camera showed no signs of disturbance during the film. Later, when reviewing the footage, the research staff became mesmerized by its altered effect. Measures were taken and altered evaluation began. Never before have Bureau personnel been so closely involved in the creation of an altered item. The experiment was quickly replicated, though not with the same results. The footage was simply useless in every subsequent attempt. This event spawned a great debate as whether altered items are created by paranatural entities intentionally or otherwise. So they created an altered video. Ooh. There be bones. Do I step inside here? I did it. All right. Be atmospheric music. Ow. Oh. Ooh. Getting a light. We're going in.
I can't see a thing. Maybe I should have thought this through.
Too late now. There's something level 15 there. We killed it.
The light. Another TV.
Hello? It's Ahti.
It's so dark. How am I supposed to drag this thing out of here?
Ooh. Nope, nope, nope. Whoops. I guess we're throwing the TV. Oh, it's an astral spike.
This is fine, Jesse. You're okay. Just don't drop the TV.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Does it seem to be like shrinking when I point the TV at it? Or is it just like... It seems to not like light. Or at least not light from this TV. Oh. Boop. Oh, that's great. Deathly spooky shadow. Okay, that seems to be the way to go. So clearly I will go the other direction, just in case there's secrets. There's nothing. Thought maybe there'd be papers down here. Oh, hello. Not now. Bureau alert. We've got a spike and he's pulling down the stalactites. Stay. Well, there's a split in the path. There's something buried there. And here I thought maybe there'd be, like, papers or... Nope, just, containers. Oh, well. Can I pick up that light with me? Double light! Great, they're floating. Great, I'm gonna die. They're not shooting, and as soon as I bring the shield down, they probably will. This always happens, right? I die right at the end. Gonna do this slowly. Glitchily. Oh! Gosh, I hit Q and nothing happened! It's gonna start me who knows where. My gosh. Gonna do it. We're going back. We're going to do it. There's something down there. Oh, it was just sparking. Alright, here we go. Take two. I mean, first time doesn't count. Alright, we can just jump over the spike. No big deal. Ow. Nope. Give me that. Why'd the TV drop? Okay. Could you imagine knocking the TV against, like, a stalactite and then falls down the hole? Oh. Alright. We're coming up on where we had some issues. Not this guy. He's fine. These guys. I'm just gonna plop the TV down right here. Grab a second light for some help. Oh, well. Oi. Okay, we've got one left. See, easy. Don't know why all of a sudden they like creep up on me. And then We have a crystal formation up here and down there. Ooh. Oh, hello. Well, there's dudes in there. Whoops. Actually, I can seize them both, and then that's the end of it. Get him! Can I pick up my light, please? Thank you. Nope. No! She will grab absolutely everything except the light. Anything fancy in here? Nope. Okay. See? Grabs everything except the light. Whoa, that's a spike. All right, old buddy, old pal, you can come on through. Hello? You not gonna? All right, he's just gonna sit there, I guess. I'll just beam through. No. Feel like I'm going to be ambushed. So far, it's only been astral things. Yes. I'm half expecting... I'm half expecting the hiss to show up here soon. That's it? Could have sworn there's more. There he is. Those guys are just standing there. Oh, are they Oh, they're mesmerized by the light, aren't they? They even introduced that little... Well, there goes the TV. They even introduced that little fact at the very start, didn't they? And I ignored it. Oh, that would have been why when they were flying around they weren't shooting at me. They were just floating. I'm dumb. Of course, now the trick is to just drop the TV down gently. There we go. I'm doing it nice and slow and easy. All right, guys, you go for it. I'm just gonna sneak on past. I see a whole lot of light. Is that the end of the tunnel? Literally light at the end of the tunnel? No.
There's the way out. Up there.
Freedom! Come on, Audie, on the TV.
Thank God.
Why are we like... The TV has been like a help. Why are we putting it in here? Whoops. The end. We got VHS tape procedures. Item has been proven impossible to fully contain when in proximity of human beings. Item is to be sent to blank in the blank of the oldest house. Oh. A VHS tape cassette. Item will not eject. The VHS plays footage of blank entity A001 cleaning a floor and dancing. This footage renders individuals incapable of movement, speech, or thought while the television screen is within view. This effect is estimated to last indefinitely, though the most time spent in this state by a test subject is 21 hours. Individuals only recollect hearing strange music during their entranced state. Footage plays on a constant loop, even when the television is not connected to a power source. So, RT is entity A-001. Because he's on the screen. And they blanked his name out. And see, this is what we get when we explore the side areas. Never let a question mark go undiscovered. Oh, we have many abilities. I would like to seize large enemies. All right, now we can go back to the cave bridge and go exploring over here. We're like we were supposed to. Okay, if we go up, that is the cave bleed that I wanted to go up to earlier. But, as we all know, I would very much like to go over here and see what's over here instead. Hidden location, evidently. Seemed pretty obvious to me. Crossroads. We found a hiss. Oh. I think I know where we are. Yeah, there was a few of these places where we couldn't reach earlier. Oh, we have a spike. Oh, nope, that's not a spike. Ow. I went for it. I want to see what's over here. I think this is something that we couldn't reach the end of. Oh. I mean, not... Okay. Now, where's the closest way to get back on track? Okay. Going this way. He disappeared. Can I get up here? Nope. Hang a left as soon as we can. Down here. Why is there red? Okay. How did we miss this paper this whole time? Relocation order. You missed the good news. I'm sure that an official memo will go out soon. But Northmore has called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we'll finally move out of this hole and up unto the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist. What? And goodbye peeing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I thought this was a control point. It wasn't. Oh, gosh. It's a little bit of a maze. There. Back to Cave Bridge. Over here. Don't mind if I do.
This is the director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
Ooh. I thought you were one of those... Ooh. There's a lot of things that happen in a short span of time. Yep. Can you shoot? Jesse, please. Can I control the healing ball? I will. It heals me. That's awesome. I have a healing ball. That is the coolest capture ever. So we got a big ol' honkin' void. Feel like I'm gonna need to... Oh, okay. Feel like I'm gonna need to empty out my bags here shortly. Like now. Like right now. Whoa. Just want to make sure there's no stray documents. Ranger, you coming with? You can do it, Ranger. Okay, he's gone. Well, we can go left. Woo! I feel like it wasn't worth it. Ooh. Please be a sparkle point up here. Ooh, nope, it's just that. We're gonna have to fight this, aren't we?
All right, this is the last one. I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
I feel like Marshall is somehow going to end up being right in an I told you so sort of fashion, even though it doesn't actually make a lot of sense. Did I get it? Finally. Are you happy? Are you happy, bored? I feel like it's about to kick off.
Easy as pie. Fuck. But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Nail, leave end. The former is upset. This is the only way to go? Former, are you gonna come rescue me? That's a no. Former! Something's wrong with the astral plane. I think that's not the way out.
What the hell was all that?
Unless it is.
Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
Emily? You're not dead, are you, Emily? New mission, the pyramid. Alright, well, I know where I'm at. Uh-oh. Apologies, how embarrassing. Astral fellows / shades are acting hostile / very rude. We cannot direct behavior. In external / not astral regions. Promise / fingers crossed. isn't fingers crossed mean you're not actually telling the truth? Should probably just make a beeline for the exit over here. So the board says they can't control the entities when they cross over into our world. We swear. Well, the nail's complete. You know what? Let's say we, yeah, max out C's. Oh, cutscene.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
Got a bit intense all of a sudden. Oh.
Bureau researchers, do not panic, Dr. Saba. Keep monitoring those tremors and get me some actionable data.
It's like we could go down this way, but no, let's go down this way.
If it isn't my favorite director.
Yes. The only director, right? There's only one director at a time. Here we go.
I hope I know what I'm doing.
It's fine. We've got Polaris to watch our back.
That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Well, presumably all the way down.
Entry day plus 118. I have changed. So it's hard to know how...
Ash, how are you, like, underground?
I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Sounds like this guy had some father issues. Oh, unmapped. Whoop.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Ow. Okay. Ow. Woo!
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Well, she blew up. What do you expect?
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau.
That's the name of the game.
They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau's safe. Until the next thing. Jessie has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Well, welcome back. I should have a timestamp in the chat, but it's not showing up. I don't know when you left. I don't know what to fill you in on. We did the last ritual. We put the keys, or we restored the ball things, and then the nail was put together, and then everything is earthquaking, and that's about all we know. Emily says that the 2 planes are going to explode if we don't stop it, so now we're going to stop it. Or try to, at least. And something is trying to stop us from getting closer to wherever we're going. We have something super red. Oh. And a Polaris. Can we literally summon a ranger down here?
This is Director Faden. Send a ranger to my position.
Oh my gosh. That's a bit unrealistic.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels. to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Okie dokie, we're gonna go into the evil red cave now. Well, who is that? Who do we think that is? Ash? Dr. Ash? Can I explode these? I just want to see if I can. I can. There's nothing in here. Oh, it's Marshall.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your
Fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Well, here we go. More hiss where? Where? Huh? Where? Where? Oh. Ow! Great. This is gonna be fun. Please don't tell me I have to sit through that cutscene every time. Okay, good. Okay, so don't get too close. So I try to snipe. I have a feeling this is going to be a pain. Here's... Sure. Straight up damage boost. Oh, okay. Okay. Woo! Is that everybody? Oh, gosh. She's like right here. Oh my gosh. Yep, this is gonna be dumb. I need to find some place to, like...
This is
hole
Director
up.
Faden. Send a ranger to my position.
Suppressing!
Where'd she go? Well. How'd she hit me from there? Sniper, please. Assistance sent. Champion endures. I'm gonna die, though. Nope. Where's Marshall? I don't see her. Running, running. Nope. Didn't mean to do that, but I did it by mistake. Where are you? Oh! Where is she?
Sorry, I wasn't here to help.
Ooh.
Marshall. The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
I mean, she kind of blew up the nail, and that was her solution. And it wasn't a solution because the planes merged. We are cleansed, liberated. Hallelujah! The Foundation is stable, beaten, A-OK. We hope you will improve your attitude loyalty.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
My sentiments exactly. Is there anything down here? No. That might be the end of control. I'm trying to orient myself to the entrance. I thought it was this door, but it's not. Is it this door? Hello? Where do I go to get out of here? This way, I guess. Oh, my gosh. Well, look who it is. And he's gone. Mildly terrifying. The former in our world.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go.
I might add that she didn't.
I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her Bureau together?
Yay. Any credits? No? So actually, that was about 6 hours for me to play through all that.
I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple.
No.
I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
I can move. I'm like, are you expecting me to control? All right. Well, there are a few quests. Anything
Now
here?
that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
Nail field?
Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it? Define anything. Anything unusual?
Define unusual.
Define unusual. Emily. Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes. Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail? I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail. I've been wondering about that myself.
Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
I mean, it's Polaris energy
What
that
do you know about Director Northmore?
resists the hiss.
Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods. I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic. Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to
Resign.
well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that... Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them. What do you know about an entity named Former? I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me? Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's... separate? Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although I could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important. Fortune favors the prepared. Do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna keep looking around. I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work. We'll work on that.
Yeah. Does this not count?
So, that's Director Faden.
I'm standing right in front of you. That is me. Oh. Suddenly, document. Ley lines. For all my research into the oldest house ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of the pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them polar north, or is the pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power. You can tell who writes it because Emily is like, oh, nope, it says compiled by Ash. Chances are, if the document says nothing and it's just full of question marks, Emily wrote it. Perhaps classifying the power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may be possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in D.C. to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Ah, there we go, that ex-Nazi scientist they were complaining about. Another crisis workday resolved. But scrutiny is not permitted enjoyed. Tell the sidekick Pope Snoop to leave. Please / immediately. Before it is time to begin / become the next task chapter stage. We will be with you soon, Jesse / Dylan Faden. Well, that's awkward. They called us a / name. Alright, well, I'm going to run in here real quick and see if there's, like, anything that we missed. Because apparently papers are appearing out of thin air. I think we already played this.
5 days since we first entered the building.
Yep. Alright. So here's the deal. Ashtray maze is not discoverable. I'm just checking to make sure. See, here's the pump station that I discovered. So that's all taken care of. I think the whole map is discovered at this point. I think the game is officially done. The only thing left would be like, these side missions. We can still do jukebox stuff. We still need to do Langston's Runaways. We need to do the arcade game. We need to do Altered Item. The movie camera flying down the tunnel. So, maybe that's next in line. But in the event that doesn't tide us over, I discovered just today that I have not actually played DLC content, which is like saying downloadable content. I have not played the DLC for Alan Wake. I thought maybe that the DLC kind of just happened at the end of the game, but no, it turns out that it's kind of buried, and once you finish the game, you go to the episode list, then you scroll down to the end, where it disguises itself as the final chapters. Nope, there's like two DLC chapters in Alan Wake that I haven't played before. So, in keeping with the whole weird, same kind of universe, I'll probably, as soon as Control is over for real, switch over to do the DLC in Alan Wake that I've never done before. But I've owned for like years and never played it because I thought I had. But I started it up just to see if I had or hadn't. And I hadn't. So maybe it lasts 30 minutes, maybe it lasts 4 hours, I don't know. But, and then after that, in keeping with the whole Control Alan Wake universe. I'm probably going to attempt to play Alan Wake American Nightmare, which is not a sequel, but it is an Alan Wake game that takes place after the first game. And I think there are things in it that Control kind of touches on, or maybe not. My research into the matter is very confusing because nobody knows what they're talking about, or at least they're very bad at explaining what they're talking about, which probably means the game is as bad as everybody says it is because it's super confusing. But I think the next stream day, we're going to try, Langston's Runaways, this arcade game, and the Swift platform. Maybe try a jukebox. Maybe. I think the jukebox is kind of a repeatable thing, so maybe don't need to do that. And then switch to Alan Wake DLC, and then switch to Alan Wake American Nightmare, and then go from there. However long that takes, I don't know. So stay tuned, I suppose. Any case, stream is going a little bit over time because I kind of wanted to finish up that story, so I did, and it's done. And then maybe after all this weird X-Files-y type stuff, we can get back to, like, happy-go-lucky Mario, or Spyro, or just something else. Or keep going down the rabbit hole of crazy weird. Either way, that's a future problem, so I'm gonna go now. I suppose I'll see you all Wednesday. I will still keep doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. Yeah, the kids would like that, but I know, right? I really like these games, but my channel has so far been quite, like, family-friendly, right? With Mario and Happy Games. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, you know what? I do still like these kind of games, and boy, I like the weird ones. So... the Nightmare Fuel game. I don't like jump scare games. I would play a jump scare game, but I don't really get jump scare-y. So I wouldn't be like one of those YouTube people screaming their eyeballs out if something jumped out at me. But I like the spooky stuff that kind of makes you go, ew. Like Half-Life. I guess Half-Life is violent as well. But it's more just kind of like, what the crap did I just walk into? There's a few, like, spooky, like, creepy images. But, yeah, I think if it wasn't for everybody dropping F-bombs left and right, a lot of, like, the implications in this game would go over the heads of, like, younger folk. It wouldn't be, like, scary, except for maybe the bug monster, the eyeball in the refrigerator. But hey, the former turned out to be a good-ish guy. He helped us. He helped us and didn't want anything in return. For now. Don't know. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. For now. Unfortunately, I mean, this is the ultimate edition of the game, right? So there's nothing more. There's nothing new coming down the pipe. So, except for Control 2, which I think they kind of just, like, hinted at starting. So we're not to be expecting it anytime soon, but they're like, hey, we might be working on a sequel to Control soon. Prepare to give us money some year. Although, Control came out on the Epic Game Store exclusively for a whole year. So, even if it did come out in like 4 years, for me, it would be 5 years because I'm not buying your game on any exclusive platform because I have standards. But that's a rant for another day. Okay, I'm going for real now. Thanks for stopping by and watching and chatting and lurking and watching the YouTube VODs and the Twitch VODs and liking and subscribing and everything. And I'll see you guys someday. Wednesday, 2 days. Yep. Yep. Okay, bye. Whoops, that's the wrong. I mean that was B. They both technically BRB and bye starts with the same letter, but